Welcome back to another vlog. I've tried to start this intro probably 10 times and I cannot get my words out, so we're just gonna skip the intro and get into it. But welcome to a Chit Chat Get Ready With Me. I'm so excited for today's vlog. I have not done a Chit Chat Get Ready With Me in such a long time. These and travel vlogs are my favorite videos to film on my channel. I feel like they're just so relaxing and I just get to sit and chat with you guys. So here we are and we're just gonna get started. Welcome back to today's vlog. I'm gonna put my clips in my hair and we're gonna get started. I also haven't done my makeup in such a long time, so I'm so excited to do some makeup. I'm actually getting ready to go to youth group. One of my friends invited me to her youth group tonight and I'm so excited. So it starts at 6. It's from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. and we're going to play games for the first hour, and then I think we're going to listen to the pastor talk and sing music, and it's going to be such a fun night. And I am a little nervous because I haven't ever been to this, but I think it will be a good experience for me. And then also this week I'm doing a cooking camp. So back in January I did this cooking summit, cooking competition, something like that, and I was taught all these different recipes. I was taught how to make omelets and different pizza and muffins and pudding and all this stuff, and I was taught how to make all this stuff, and now I'm using what I learned at that summit to help people. Yesterday we did taco day, so we made chicken and bean enchiladas, we made apple and cheese quesadilla, which I thought was going to be disgusting, but it was actually pretty good. And then we made pudding, and then what else did we make? A sheet pan, which is basically just a bunch of vegetables cooked with some meat on it. And then today we had breakfast day, so we made strawberry and then strawberry banana smoothies, we made chocolate chip muffins, we made fruit salad. I'm gonna get started with my makeup. First I want to talk about my freshman year because my freshman year was really incredible. I had the best freshman year. I think I'm gonna start with some sunscreen because tonight for youth group we're gonna be going outside, but I think I'm going to use the Elta MD UV Clear Broad Spectrum SPF 46 sunscreen. This is the non-tinted, and then I'm going to just mix it with this Say Super Glowy Gel. Also, every time I film a sit down video I always sit on my leg, and I feel like I talk about this in all my sit down videos, but I always sit on my leg and it hurts so bad. Also, I don't know if you can tell, but the fan is currently going right now. It's kind of hot outside, so I have my fan going. Anyways, as I was saying, my freshman year was a really great year. I feel like I didn't have the best time in middle school. So when COVID happened, it was 2020 and I was in 5th grade. So I went into middle school and I was on like this weird AB schedule. I feel like a lot of people did that, and I was going to school for half the week and then I wasn't going to school for the other half of the week. It was really chaotic and I feel like I just didn't get a good first year of middle school experience. And then 7th grade, I was just going through it. I was going through my teenage years. I had really bad acne and I feel like I struggle with that some, and I don't know, my 7th grade year was not the best. And then 8th grade, I had an experience with a teacher. I feel like I just did not have a great 8th grade experience, and so going into high school, I was incredibly nervous. I was scared because my high school is so big, and then also I was just scared that I wouldn't have good teachers and that I wouldn't have fun. But it was the way opposite of that. I had the best 9th grade year. I had some really great teachers. My 9th grade biology teacher was amazing, and I had one of my best friends, KK, in that class, and we did all these fun labs together, and I had the best time in first period biology, and so that was one of my favorite classes. Algebra 2 was not a fun class for me. The teacher was not bad. The teacher really wasn't bad, but it's just math and it's so boring. And next year I'm actually taking geometry, which I'm a little bit scared for, but we will talk about that a little bit later. So I had a really great freshman year. I hosted homecoming this year. All my friends came to my house and we got ready in my room. One of my friends hosted Halloween, and then she also hosted Christmas, and then another one of my friends hosted Galentine's. I also feel like I had really good friends. I feel like if you don't have good friends or good people or good family, honestly, you need to have a good community that's going to help you. And I'm not going to lie, the first probably 8 weeks of my freshman year were very rough. I do remember crying every single week. I don't even know what I was crying about, but I feel like I do remember it being really stressful at first. But after a couple months, I really got adjusted and I really liked high school. My 9th grade year came to an end in May, which was very emotional. I definitely am an emotional person, but I did not expect me to be so emotional about my 9th grade year ending. My friends and I got together a week before before that, and we had dinner together and we wrote cards for our teacher. And so we went in that day and we gave him our cards, and I thought I was fine. I just got so emotional doing the last things in that class, and I really enjoyed that class. And so the whole time in lab, I think we were doing a microscope lab or something, but every time I was doing like the last thing, like the last time I was turning in my paper, I just got really emotional, and I just did not expect that, because it's not like we were never going to see that teacher again. It was just more of like, this is the end of an era. This is the end of me being in first period biology with one of my best friends. And when that last bell rung in that class, I started bawling because I was just going to miss that class so much. Other than that, I was a little bit emotional about how great of a year I had, and I was just so thankful and I was just so grateful. But my other classes, I wasn't super emotional about. I also didn't like a couple of my classes. Math, I was just happy that I got out of there and that I passed the class and that it was over. And then choir, I was just happy to be done, because choir, let me tell you, was not fun. I had some interesting people in that class, and I am not taking choir next year because of that, and I'm not going to really talk about it, but my experiences in choir were definitely not the funnest experiences. Also, I feel like my forehead's peeling a little bit because I've been swimming and conditioning for high school swim, and so I feel like my forehead's peeling. I don't know if you can tell, but now I'm going to use the Tula eye balm, and now I'm going into my sophomore year, which I'm a little bit nervous for also. I feel like I'm not that nervous because I know my school and I know my friends, but what I'm really nervous for is my classes. Orientation, I think, is August 1st, but I'm actually out of town on August 1st, and I'm going to be in the mountains, so I won't actually get my schedule until I return from the mountains. But I am a little bit nervous about what classes I'm going to get. I know the classes that I'm taking, I just don't know what period I have those classes and then which one of my friends are in those classes. Okay, so I'm taking geometry honors and then English 2 honors, and then I'm either taking psychology honors or psychology AP. or AP psychology. I haven't decided which one I want to take yet, or I also might do dual enrollment. And then I'm taking chemistry honors, and then I'm taking Spanish 3, photography for one semester, and then I'm taking personal finance for another semester, and then I'm taking a year of computer science. Also, I talked about this in some of my vlogs, but high school swim is coming up soon, which I am not looking forward to. I feel like I talked about this maybe last year. I really do like swimming as a sport. I feel like sometimes it can be a little bit discouraging, and I love the sport, don't get me wrong, but sometimes it's a lot. I feel like swimming, any sport honestly, is a lot of dedication. I mean, there's practice every day, and then there's conditioning during the summer, and sometimes you just get tired of it, and I feel like sometimes I do get burnt out, but I feel like it will be good for me. And swimming is actually a really short season. I'm pretty sure swimming it starts like the real first day is August 5th, and then I think it ends October 5th, so maybe just less than 8 weeks or something like that. So it really is a short season. I was really emotional about my freshman year ending, and I just cannot imagine me graduating and going to college and moving out of my house and all this stuff. Like, I feel like it's going to be really emotional for me. Now I'm going to talk about the summer, because this summer has been so great. So starting off the summer, the day after school let out, I went to Louisiana. So it had been 2 years since I went to Louisiana, and my dad's side of the family lives in Louisiana. So we try to go down every couple of years to see them. And ever since I've gotten older, I've really started building a connection with my family out there. Now that I'm older, I feel like relationships are so important and bonds are so important. My dad and I went to Louisiana at the end of May to visit some family. When did we leave? I think we left May 24th, and we flew to Louisiana very early in the morning. Our flight left at like 5 a.m. We had a layover in Atlanta, and then we had our flight to Louisiana. And Louisiana from my house is, I think, maybe 12, 13, maybe 14 hours. I'm not exactly sure, but we decided to fly. We flew last time. I've only been to Louisiana twice before this, and we flew both times. We fly fun because it's just so much easier. Yes, it's definitely more expensive flying, but driving is very exhausting for one person to do, and flying is just so much easier. So we got up at 2 a.m. and then we ended up landing in New Orleans at I think 8:30, and then we went to baggage claim and we picked up some food, and then all we did on Friday when we arrived was just hang out with family and just talk. And then on Saturday we went to this Fred's Lounge and we listened to a bunch of Cajun music there, which was so fun. And then we went to a coffee shop and we hung out some more and talked. And then we went to my cousin's farm and he took us around his new land. And then Sunday, I think we just hung out at the house most of the day. And then we went to Chico's State Park, which is a state park there. And we just walked around the pier and we saw different animals and the wildlife, and that was really interesting. And then we went to my great aunt's house and she made us dinner. And then on Monday, we went to go meet up with another one of my cousins and we had lunch with him. I had a poi, I don't even know what it is. Po' boy shrimp sandwich, and that was really good. It was ginormous and I had 3 servings out of it. But then we went to meet with him and then we drove to Lafayette and we saw all the gardens there, and we tried to go to the Tabasco shop, but it was actually closed. And then we came back to my cousin's house. We took a bunch of pictures and we just hung out for the last night. And then what did we do on Tuesday? I'm trying to think. Oh, we went to my great aunt's house again, and then we played a game with her and we just hung out and said our final goodbyes. And then I went shopping with another one of my cousins, and then we went to a bunch of boutiques and we just spent some one-on-one time together, which was really nice. And then we came back, got our luggage, and we said our final goodbyes, which was very sad and very emotional for me. It's just so weird how you can have such a strong connection with someone even though you don't see them. This was only my 3rd time seeing this family, but I have built the best relationships with them. And then we flew out mid-morning. We had a really quick layover in Atlanta, and then we got on the plane and we were about to take off, and then they stopped the plane. We were like getting out of the airport, about to go in line to like get up in the air, and they were like, we have manufacturing issues on the plane and y'all are going to have to deboard and get off the plane so we can fix it. They told us that, and then we ended up staying on the plane for an extra hour and a half because the maintenance crew actually came on the plane and tried to fix it, and we were just waiting. And I had a really great time in Louisiana. It was really fun. It was great seeing my family, and I love them so much, and it was the best time there, and I really want to go back already. And then I came back to my house for I think it was 5 full days, and I, in that process, was prepping to go to the Midwest. This is the 2nd year my grandma and I did a tour together, and we decided to go to the Midwest. Last year we went to Michigan and Mackinac Island, but this year we went to the Midwest. So we went to Wisconsin, Minnesota, Iowa, and Illinois, and we were there for 9 days, and it was such a fun tour. I have 2 vlogs on that, so if you want more details about that, you can go watch those 2 vlogs. But we went to Spam Museum, we went to the Mall of America, we went to the Wisconsin Dells, we did some different cruises, we did a dinner cruise where I actually got seasick, and then what else did we do? We went to Chicago, and we just did so many fun things, and I enjoy those tours so much. It is such a fun time getting to meet all these new people, and they're just so sweet. We had the best tour director. He was so hilarious, and then our driver was really good because I cannot imagine having to drive a big old bus with 20 people on it. That would be very nerve-wracking, but I had the best time. I feel like it's really great because you get to spend a lot of quality time with the people on the bus, and especially my grandma, like I got to spend a lot of quality time. Then after that, we went to Charleston for July 4th, and then I came back from Charleston, and then I left for an overnight camp, which I talked about this in another vlog. I don't know what vlog it is. It's definitely, I think it's the vlog not before this one. It's like 2 vlogs ago, and I talked about it a lot in that vlog, but I was really nervous to go to this overnight camp because I didn't know anybody going to this camp and I didn't know what to expect, and we were staying at dorms, and so I didn't know who my roommate was going to be and I didn't want it to be awkward. But let me tell you, I had the best experience I could have ever had. I met some really amazing and funny and hilarious people there. I had a really amazing roommate. We had the best time, and I just met some really great people who just make me happy. And I now see these people sometimes at different camps. I saw one of them today at cooking camp. She's with me at cooking camp, and we're already making plans with some other people. And now we're to the present day, which is cooking camp. I just got mascara on my nose. But now we're to the present day, which is cooking camp. And then next week, my family is going to the mountains, which we go to the mountains annually. We go to Boone, North Carolina, or West Jefferson, North Carolina, kind of just around that area. But we stay in the same cabin. We've stayed in this cabin since I was 4, maybe 6, I don't really know. Since I was little, since I was just starting elementary school, and we've stayed in the same cabin, and just the vibes when I'm in the mountains is just so amazing. I have the best time every time I go. And then we have 1 week, which I think we're just free that week. I think we're just gonna be prepping for back to school and getting stuff done and cutting my hair. And then on August 12th, I have to go back to school. I feel like it is going to be a lot for me, especially because I haven't been to school in 2 months, but I feel like it's an adjustment, and I make the adjustment every year. And after a couple weeks, maybe 2 months, I'm adjusted to it and I'm back to normal and I'm back into my routine. So that is what has been happening recently. I'm going to go through my mascara with a spoolie. Also, I have not been showing you guys what products I use, and I don't even know where I stopped. Okay, maybe I think I stopped at blush. I use the Glossier Cloud Paint in the color Storm for blush, and then I use Rare Beauty highlighter, and then I use this, which is the Maybelline Lifter Gloss CoverGirl Cleantopia mascara. Also, one more thing I've been meaning to talk about: my YouTube channel and my posting schedule for this upcoming school year and for the rest of the summer. So I don't exactly know when this video is going up. I know that it's not going up in July because I'm going to be in the mountains, and then I have 2 videos before this one that I have still not uploaded, and I need to upload those first. But I think this is going to go up sometime mid-August or something like that. So I will be probably back in school when this video is up. So good luck to future Anna, and good luck to all of y'all who are starting school, whether it's middle school, high school, college. But I do plan on posting 2 more weekly vlogs, this vlog, a mountain vlog, and then I think we're gonna get started with back to school. So I'll probably have a prepping to back to school video, first day of sophomore year get ready with me, which is crazy to say. I cannot believe I'm a sophomore. And then maybe the last weekend before school starts type of vlog, where I'll probably be hanging out with my friends and doing all the last minute stuff. So when school ends up starting, my content is probably going to be looking the same. I am not super consistent with YouTube, and I wish I could say I was, but I'm gonna try to post at least 2 videos a month. That's gonna be my goal. It might not always happen, and I might post more, and I might just post 1, or I might post none. Maybe there's a really hectic month. I definitely know September and August are really busy for me, but I'm gonna try my best to get all the back to school content out for you guys. That's how my posting schedule's going to look. But I'm done with my mascara. I need to wipe it off with a Q-tip. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel on YouTube to see all my future videos. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, friends.